Welcome to Inner Purpose Therapy. In this episode, I'll share my personal journey growing up with physical and mental health challenges. As a child, my life was a bit different than most. I was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, or EDS, a genetic condition that affects connective tissues. For those who haven't heard of EDS, it can turn even the simplest tasks into monumental challenges. My joints, particularly my ankles and knees, would often give way without warning, causing me to fall or stumble. Such instability and chronic pain made physical activities, which should have been fun and enjoyable, nearly impossible. By the age of 10, I found myself sitting on the sidelines during PE lessons and sports days, watching my friends run and play while I was left dealing with the frustration and isolation. Can you picture it? Being a child and feeling physically incapable of joining in the fun that your peers are having so effortlessly. It was a hard pill to swallow. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome isn't just about flexible joints that dislocate easily. It's a group of disorders that affect connective tissue supporting the skin, bones, blood vessels, and other organs. It's about having stretchy and fragile skin. It's about living with chronic pain. It's about facing a condition that influences every aspect of your life, from the physical to the emotional and social. Growing up with EDS was tough, to say the least, but it was also a unique journey of self-discovery and resilience. One that has shaped me into the person I am today. It's made me realize the importance of empathy and understanding, especially when it comes to physical and mental health challenges. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is a group of disorders that affect connective tissues supporting the skin, bones, blood vessels, and other organs. It's a condition that affects every aspect of your life. I spent a lot of time in doctors' offices, hospitals, and physical therapy sessions. Over the years, I tried almost every treatment available, from epidurals to acupuncture, physiotherapy, and chiropractic sessions. The objective was always the same: to manage my chronic pain and increase my mobility. But despite the countless hours and the unending hope, nothing seemed to give me lasting relief. The pain persisted and my mobility remained limited. Then, when I was 17, my medical journey took an unexpected and terrifying turn. I was prescribed a new medication to manage my pain. It was supposed to help, but instead, it led to a stroke. I was abroad with friends at the time, and suddenly I found myself in a foreign hospital, feeling as though I was trapped in a nightmare that wouldn't end. The stroke left me blind in one eye for approximately 2 years. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that you've lost half of your vision. It was a startling and frightening experience that I wouldn't wish on anyone, but the challenges didn't stop there. I also experienced amnesia, a side effect of the stroke that erased chunks of my memory. This forced me to leave school for a year to recover and rebuild my memory. I had to relearn basic things like my home address, the names of my friends, and even my own personal history. It was like piecing together a jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces. There were moments when I felt frustrated and hopeless, but I kept pushing forward, one day at a time. Looking back, it's clear that this difficult period of my life was also a period of immense growth. I learned the true meaning of resilience and the importance of mental strength. It wasn't easy, and there were many moments of despair, but each challenge I faced made me stronger and more determined. I was at the time surrounded by friends abroad, but it felt like I was in the hospital forever, and the stroke left me blind in one eye for approximately 2 years. I also experienced amnesia, which forced me to leave school for a year to recover and rebuild my memory. During that time, I faced another challenge. I was taking an A-level music exam, and I had to relearn the guitar from scratch after the stroke. The stroke had taken a significant toll on my memory, and the process of relearning the guitar was like learning to walk again. At first, it was incredibly frustrating. I was used to playing complex pieces, and now I was back to the basics, struggling with simple chords. The pain in my fingers was a constant reminder of the distance between where I was and where I wanted to be. But the more I practiced, the more I began to see progress. Each note I played was a small victory, a sign that I was regaining control over my life. It was a slow and laborious journey, but with each passing day I could feel my strength returning. Along this journey, I learned the power of perseverance. Even when the odds were stacked against me, I kept going. I refused to let my health challenges define me or limit my potential. I learned to adapt, to find new ways to do things, to navigate around obstacles rather than being stopped by them. But perhaps the most important lesson I learned was about resilience. I discovered that resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about growing through adversity, becoming stronger and more adaptable. It's about finding the courage to face your fears, to push through your limitations, and to never give up, no matter how difficult things get. This was a huge turning point for me. It taught me perseverance and the importance of mental resilience. Chronic physical health conditions like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome are often accompanied by mental health challenges. This connection isn't merely theoretical, it's something I've experienced firsthand. As my physical symptoms grew more debilitating, my mental health began to deteriorate. The constant pain, the frequent hospital visits, and the feeling of isolation from my peers, it was all overwhelming. Depression and anxiety soon became my constant companions. I was constantly questioning why I had to endure such a challenging life. The world appeared to be moving forward while I was stuck in a loop of pain and despair. I was lost in a sea of self-doubt, constantly wondering if I would ever be able to lead a normal life. But it wasn't all darkness. In the midst of this, I discovered coping mechanisms that helped me navigate through these challenges. Therapy, journaling, and mindfulness practices became my lifeline. They provided me with tools to process my emotions and to understand that it was okay to not be okay. The journey wasn't easy. There were times when I felt completely lost. But this journey has taught me a lot about resilience, and it led me to where I am today, helping others navigate their own health challenges. I share this not for sympathy, but to let others facing similar challenges know they are not alone. My journey has been tough, but also inspiring. It's given me the tools to support others. And that's what inner purpose therapy is all about, helping others find their inner strength amidst life's challenges. The solitude of my home became my sanctuary, a place to reflect and ruminate on my experiences. The challenges weren't just about the stroke or the physical limitations. It was more about the sense of being different, of not being able to participate in life like everyone else. These experiences left an indelible mark on me, shaping me into who I am today. But they also fueled my determination to find ways to manage my mental and physical health more effectively. It was during these introspective moments that I stumbled upon mindfulness. Mindfulness, an ancient practice rooted in Buddhism, is about bringing one's attention to experiences occurring in the present moment. It wasn't an overnight fix, but it gave me a tool to manage my pain, process my emotions, and feel more grounded. I slowly integrated mindfulness into my daily routine, using it as a form of self-therapy. I began with simple breathing exercises, focusing on the sensation of my breath flowing in and out. Then I moved on to mindfulness meditation, where I would sit quietly and focus on my breath or a word or phrase to help clear my mind. I also practiced mindful eating, focusing on the taste, texture, and smell of food to help me stay present and enjoy the experience. The journey was slow and gradual, but with each passing day, I could feel subtle changes. My mind was clearer, my emotions more manageable. I found myself becoming more patient, understanding, and compassionate towards myself. I was learning to accept my condition and the challenges that came with it. I was learning to live in the moment, to appreciate the small joys of life, to be grateful for what I had, rather than focusing on what I didn't. Through mindfulness, I discovered a new perspective on life and a new way to cope with my physical and mental health challenges. It may not have been the cure to my condition, but it was a powerful tool in my self-healing journey. And that's the message I want to share with others facing similar challenges, that there is hope, there are tools, and that we all have the capacity to heal ourselves one breath at a time. Mindfulness became my anchor, but it wasn't the only thing that helped me navigate through my journey. I began to realize the importance of connecting with others who were also walking a similar path. I started to reach out, initially through online forums and later through support groups. The power of shared experiences, the comfort of knowing that I wasn't alone, was incredibly healing. It was a community of warriors, each battling their own physical and mental challenges, yet finding the strength to uplift each other. We shared tips, resources, and personal experiences. We encouraged each other on bad days, celebrated small victories on good days, and provided a safe space for each other to express our fears and frustrations. There was a sense of camaraderie and understanding that was deeply comforting. This experience taught me the importance of community and the healing power of shared experiences. I discovered that while my journey was personal, I didn't have to walk it alone, and this realization was as transformative as my discovery of mindfulness. Together they helped me rebuild my life piece by piece, day by day. And so I encourage others who are on a similar journey to reach out, to connect, and to share. because sometimes the most powerful tool in our healing journey is the understanding, support, and love we receive from others. Remember, we are stronger together. You are not alone. Moving away from the shared experiences, I want to take a moment to share a simple mindfulness technique that became a beacon of light in my darkest times. It's called focused breathing. Now I'll guide you through a brief demonstration of this exercise. Imagine yourself in a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes and place one hand on your chest, the other on your abdomen. Take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling your abdomen rise, then slowly exhale through your mouth. As you breathe, try to focus your attention on the sensation of your breath moving in and out of your body. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to your breathing. This practice helped me significantly. It calms the nervous system and brings your focus away from pain and negative thoughts. It was a fundamental tool in my healing journey, one that I'd love to pass on to you. Remember, mindfulness is a practice. It might not come easy at first, but with time and patience, it becomes a natural part of your life, bringing peace and resilience in times of turmoil. I want to address a crucial aspect of my journey that went hand in hand with mindfulness: the importance of a strong support system. While my personal strength and resilience were key, I did not face this journey alone. I was fortunate to have the unwavering support of my family and friends. They were there in my darkest times, providing love, understanding, and encouragement. But beyond this, I also had the invaluable support of mental health professionals. They understood the complexity of my condition and guided me through the rocky terrain of emotional turmoil that often accompanies chronic illnesses. They taught me coping mechanisms, helped me deal with feelings of isolation and fear, and worked with me to build a healthier mental landscape. Having a support system is so crucial, especially for those facing long-term physical health challenges. It's not just about having people around you, but about having those who truly understand your journey. They can be your lifeline in times of despair and your cheerleaders in times of triumph. So, reach out, build your support network, and remember, it's okay to lean on others. As we move forward, let's take a pause and delve into the data that underlines the deep connection between physical and mental health. Statistics show that individuals with chronic health conditions are 2 to 3 times more likely to experience mental health disorders than the general population. This is not a coincidence, but a clear indication of how intertwined our physical and mental well-being are. This data emphasizes the need for comprehensive support networks that address both physical and mental health. It's not just about treating the body, but also nourishing the mind. And this is where a strong support system comes in, providing not just emotional support, but also helping navigate the complex path to mental wellness. So this is not just data, but a call to action. A call for us to pay attention to the mental health struggles that often accompany chronic illnesses, and to ensure that our support systems are equipped to handle both. Remember, a holistic approach to health is not just beneficial, it's necessary. Now let's move on. My journey has been enriched by the power of community, the importance of mindfulness, and the strength of a strong support system. For me, the journey to managing both my physical and mental health has been long but rewarding. I've discovered resilience, self-compassion, and the value of mental health care. This drove me to create Inner Purpose Therapy. With this initiative, I aim to provide a guiding light for those struggling with their physical and mental well-being. I intend to share the resources that made a difference in my life, like mindfulness, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and a solid support network. The Inner Purpose Therapy community is a tribute to the power of collective healing and the role of support systems. It's a constant reminder, as we journey together, that no one is alone in their struggle. Finally, thank you for taking the time to hear my story. I know that many of you out there might be facing similar challenges, whether physical or mental, and I want you to know that you're not alone. In our next episode, we'll dive deeper into how mindfulness and other techniques can be used to manage anxiety and stress in daily life, recognizing the signs and symptoms for stress and anxiety. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Stay strong, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Thank you once more for joining us on this journey. It's our hope that by sharing these stories, we can help to inspire, motivate, and support each other through challenging times. If you wish to reach out, or you'd like to learn more about the techniques and practices discussed, please feel free to contact Inner Purpose Therapy. You can also find us on various social media platforms, where we share helpful tips, inspirational quotes, and updates on our next episodes. Remember, you're never alone in your journey. We're here to help and support you. Until next time, take care.